Gagarin's not an easy place to live.
I knew I shouldn't have. Can't believe my break is almost over already.
I have something for you. Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it. Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem. Helgi's documents are nothing without him there in court, explaining them to the judge.
Does Helgi still live around here by any chance?
Sort of. He's, unpredictable, though. That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long. We could, but I think we'd lose the case, bluntly. We can verify these documents are real, but Hephaestus can counter by attacking Helgi's character. They'll label him a disgruntled employee and then find a dozen independent scientists to confirm Irvin was at fault. But with Helgi in court, he can explain the science and help me challenge any countering theories during cross-examination. You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured? Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about. No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right? I treat anyone who walks in my doors, if I'm able to. I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Only every single time I see him. But listen, I don't have time to chat. Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else... If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best. I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
The Terrabrew kiosk still busted? I swear, last time that thing worked, there were still humans on Earth.
Trade-in, taking in the collection. Quite a sight, eh? May not be the prettiest stock, but you...
You should check in with Ellie soon. After
May
we
not
visit
look like
Town Hall.
much, but there are some quality pieces in here. Just gotta...
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt. Enough that he's no longer allowed in my store. I don't like denying service to anyone, but it's the principle of the matter. I've seen him around, but never in one place, except when he needs money. I offered him a job, but he showed up to work drunk one day and I had to let him go. I don't have any ill will toward him. Sure, the credits I'd like to have back, but only because it'll mean he's gotten his life together. Yeah, I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm still willing to talk. No, I can't. Sorry.
Sorry, that's your business, not mine. Try asking Delitso in security. I had an incident with Helgi the other day, and security brought us both in for questioning. You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past. Me? Borrow from Helgi? Not that I recall.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
I was thinking about going for a hike outside in the canyon. Then I remembered where
Apparently,
we are.
the corporate
and that
execs are
drink
talking about building their own priority catwalks above the city. You been up there? Good luck.
Nice to talk to someone when they're not in trouble. Something you want to report? If you need to file a report on him, please use the computer there.
How long would that take?
5 to 10 business days. Now please, move on. Good. She could use their help. She would agree that following procedure by filing their report is your best option, legally.
An idea. Quick huddle. Excuse us, folks. Important detective business here. Okay, I got an idea. That terminal probably has reports on persons of interest. If you don't mind distracting the chief for a while, I can dig into the system and see if there's any clues. Great. Just talk to the chief and exercise that gift of gab.
Like I said before, if you need to file a report on him, then please use their computer. If you need to file a report, use their computer. No, it's a public computer. You just click on the File a Report link and type away. No, I said 5 to 10 days. No, rules are rules. You're put in a queue and have to wait your turn, like everyone else. Then we're done here. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Thank you, officer. You've been very helpful. We are all done here. All right. I was able to find out where Helgi lives. It's down on the lower levels. The Gagarin slums, more or less. I just hope he's willing to help us. It's been a long time, but also a long time coming.
Finally starting to cool off.
I know a guy who just got a job at the Centauri.
I've got applications in at Arcmite and Reliant. And I know most of the other applicants, so I think I'm a shoo-in.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people? I don't trust you. I don't even know you. So take a long spacewalk with an empty tank, will you?
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies. He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo. I remember not to talk with people who come asking questions about powerful corporations. Because I tried before, and they threatened me. 20 years ago. I still wake up in fear almost every night. They said if I ever left Gagarin, I left my wife to protect her. She didn't deserve any of this. Any of my mess. Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here? She shouldn't have told you that. What I tell her is my business. Easy there, I didn't say no yet. I know, there's a lot on the line. You got the point. Hephaestus' scientists will just say my theories are unfounded without me to defend them. You may be right. Not just the future. I know about a dozen cases that got the same treatment. If I'm going to go down, I might as well empty the clip. Yeah, you may have a point. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one issue. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, he'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help. We might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe? Hopefully, this will be enough to clear Urban's name.
It's the loudest voices that get the most attention. I doubt most Gagarinites, Gagarinians. Well, the people here don't mind us, is what I'm saying.
Hey, Gagarin has always been a bit of a pit in my stomach. I know it wasn't related to Irvin's death, but it happened right before he died, so the events were both emotionally linked to me.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and, well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes? What do we look like? New Atlantis? No. Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually did it! Solved the case, and hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like, what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel. It's a substance that is literally lighter than air, depending on the planet. Habitable planets tend to range from 1 to 2 milligrams per cubic centimeter. Most aerogels are about 1/10 of that. I feel like I'm currently hovering in that territory. Give or take 1/10. Come on, let's not ruin the moment. Although we did do a lot of walking, I bet I really am lighter.
Any chance you got names? Okay, we'll have you come.
Ellie would know better than I, but I doubt it'll be anytime soon. These things tend to involve a lot of red tape. It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to old filing cabinets and manila envelopes. I hope so. It's always a tug-of-war between the workers and the mining corps. But there's one thing we've got in our favor. There's more of us than there are of them. All it takes is for the people to realize it. I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help. That makes 2 of us. 3 if you count Harvey. And who wouldn't? He's practically family. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy. You know what? He just might. But it's probably best you chart the course. Harvey doesn't do well with things that require hands. We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely. On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life. Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend. And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion. You seemed so skeptical of Constellation when we first started working together. It's good to hear you say that now. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us. There's nothing that gives me greater happiness than exploring this universe with you, my friend.
You think you're hot? Try wearing security.
Oh, now where did I leave my cozy slippers? Maybe I didn't bring them.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just just read about them.
That sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Okay. It's called Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
It's not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the comet-eating bunny.
Do you need my help anywhere?
What can I help you with?
Today's a peach of a day. Because of you.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Ship's ready. Pick a stop. Any stop.
Orbital insertion achieved. We're spacebound again.
What is it? I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just...
You two go on.
An interesting mix of activities.
Always nice to spend some time with you.
Weird. I was just thinking. Well, never mind. Hey.
I have never quite been able to think of New Atlantis as home. Though I suppose I should.
네, 그러세요.
Evening, sir. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Of course the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escape their notice. I do find that statue pleasing. I wonder if it matches the original vision of the artist, or if they changed the design as they worked on it. Thankful these rides are quick. I do not like being in small, enclosed spaces with many people I do not know.
Be careful if you run into those intruders.
I enjoy exotic foods from all over the settled systems. A good meal should never be boring. And you made it back alive, which already puts you ahead of your predecessor. I trust you've brought my property with you. I did not, but it seems to have all worked out in the end. When you're in my position, it often does. Excellent. And as promised, here is your reward. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have business to attend to. See you.
Achieving orbit now. Landing side looks clean. Let's set it down.
Hello.
I hope wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue. fight. Nothing there now.
Say goodbye! Get some cover now!
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. Someone felt it was lucrative to build an entire facility for mining. Your previous employment was as a miner. Did you work in a place like this?
Does visiting a place like this bring back fond memories of your time as a miner? Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away, even. Some sort of mining operation. Big after they constructed this. You might wish to lighten your load. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with whatever all that is. built on the right spot. Mines like this can be utilized for generations. I do not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that. Something you need?
You've got my undivided attention. I'm here if you need me. Just say the word.
Hello there. Sure. Thanks so much. Okay, bye.
Time to push some G's.
Orbital insertion complete. You may now move freely about the cabin.
The city certainly projects a powerful image for the United Colonies, eh? What did you need? I am always willing to carry an extra weapon. Or 2. Or 3. All right, then.
But instead, they found more than they bargained for.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need. We're in uncharted territory here. It's inevitable. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it'll become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself and some nearby portion of the city to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. No, nor in the short run, as it turned out. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch. I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Hope you're finding. If it belongs on your ship, oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Seals are tight. We're docked.
We're loose. Solid docking job there. Nice work.
I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military
Yes, of
commanders.
course.
Based on what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple... landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Clamps released. Air pressure stable. Thrusters are a go. Ready.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
Well, I...
Nice to see you.
Do you need me for something?
These people claim to be independent, yet they still crowd together behind walls.
Ranger?
I know Aquila City rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
I'll say right. Take a look around. Feel free to look.
Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well. If you find any more of the Coe family's legacy, please let me know. That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. Several that bordered on being incomprehensible. Honestly, I thought it was some kind of strange prank until now. A bunch of gibberish about dire consequences and frequency modulation and genetic reconstruction. It all came across as rather unhinged. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage. Your help in preserving and... I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good. I know what you're trying to do. It isn't going to work. I guess it couldn't hurt. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
Keep it moving.
I hope Aquila City has what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City? Yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shavings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here.
I do appreciate that not every meter of land is plowed under to build a city. This tree is far too grand for such a fate.
Extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible. But I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. Oh, I'm quite certain you couldn't achieve the necessary register. Far too low for human vocal cords. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick. Perhaps, but desperate times, and all that. Certainly, if you have some other option, by all means, take advantage of it.
It is still odd to me. All of this effort over saving a tree.
Saving this tree could also save lives. We have to do this for the good of New Atlantis. I have no doubt that you will.
You have my attention.
You have another story for me? You have that look in your eye. What's the scoop? Well, you've already helped me with that. I've gotten some good scoops off of you, and I won't forget it anytime soon. What's the story this time? All right, that's intriguing. But what is it? I can't just throw in some unauthorized audio. Too many ways it could backfire. Well, now this just sounds like a practical joke. But you've been a reliable source so far. All right, I'll do it. But if I lose my job over this, I promise you, I will come after you. I have a feeling we'll see each other again.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked. I did my best, but it's not magic. There are no guarantees. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.